PC gamers are serious about their gaming peripherals. One needs their gaming rodent to be responsive, in addition to lots of customization options. One problem that plagues even the most advanced gaming peripheral is the annoying cord that can sometimes get in the way, forcing players to readjust their hands, which in the heat of battle can cost their virtual life. Sure, you can use a cordless mouse, but many of them are heavy and can introduce timing delays and other lag. There are cordless gaming mice that try to eliminate this delay, but they can be rather expensive, and there are only a few to choose from. The best way to deal with this problem with your favorite corded mouse is to get a good mouse cord bungee. A simple device such as this can keep your mouse's cable stationary, which keeps it out of the way to reduce drag so you can continue fragging. There are a few different ways to do this, but sometimes even these can get in the way by not providing enough or too much slack, causing your shortened cable to push your mouse around. A look at this arachnid. Cooler Master is all about the PC gamer, and they have delivered their new Skorpion mouse bungee, which not only looks great, but should give gaming enthusiasts the flexibility they need. With the Skorpion, you don't have to restrict yourself to the type of mouse you want to use. The Skorpion is a device that has 3 detachable legs for easy transport, a detachable rubber tail, and a weighted base to keep the cord in place. The tail of the Skorpion has adaptive grip grooves, which can hold on to USB cables that are thick or thin. The Skorpion's rubber-coated base has the red Cooler Master Storm logo imprinted on the top of it and has an iron metal core. Each of the 3 feet also have additional rubber foot grips to help prevent it from sliding on your desk. It is much heavier than most mice and weighs in at 171 grams. The box is rather large and has a big clear window to let you see the entire product. The packaging also points out all of the features of the device. Inside is the Skorpion mouse bungee itself, a simple manual and clear plastic packaging. The packaging is quickly unfolded without any scissors or knives required. The Skorpion comes completely assembled and is ready to place on your desk. We tested this device with several different mice, from Cooler Master's own Storm Sentinel, Storm Recon, Logitech G500 and G700 mice in wired mode. Some of these mice have varying levels of flexibility, and some are braided and others have a rubber coating. The cable of the Logitech G700 in particular was very stiff, and the rubber coating can introduce friction when it drags on our desktop using the Skorpion. All of these mouse cords were very easy to thread through the Skorpion's tail, but it can take some tweaking to find the right amount of give. Once the mouse cord is attached, then it does take some getting used to the space restriction you now have. If you don't provide enough slack with stiffer cords, then you will find that the mouse pushes back if you get too close to the bungee. If you have to do a lot of wide movements, such as navigating a 3-monitor setup, then you might be a little frustrated. Although the Skorpion can be disassembled, it isn't very easy to detach the legs, but the tail comes apart easily. Most people won't bother taking it apart and just throw it in their LAN bag, regardless of its bulk. The Skorpion looks good and will certainly turn some heads at your next LAN gathering, but it does take up a decent amount of space on your desk. We tried a few mouse cord management systems before and have been frustrated when we ran out of cable slack, as the bungee will either go flying or your mouse is stopped short. Thanks to the Skorpion's flexible tail, we had a little bit of give when we moved the mouse out of its movement zone, but you do feel some resistance when doing so. When doing fast and furious gaming, we were able to pull the Skorpion, but instead of sliding, it just lifts the back leg off the desk and pretty much stays in place. Most people will still be proud to have this on their desk and mark you as a true gamer. If you're like me, then you use gaming mice at work, and I'm always glad to show off your superior rodent to your coworkers. The Skorpion costs $20, which isn't in the impulse buy category, but is cheap enough for serious gamers that want to tame their mouse tails while branding themselves as true PC gamers.